Hey everyone, while Ford and Chrysler are doing who knows what, it's time to take a closer look at Chinese cars. There's already a lot of interesting stuff popping up there. Just a reminder, my name is Tyler. Let's figure out these automotive wonders together.
Hey everyone, let's dive straight into what you're here for. Real-world experiences with the Geely Zeekr 01. We've gathered feedback from owners across Russia and Kazakhstan, and boy, are there some interesting insights. First off, let's talk about our friends in Russia and Kazakhstan. Many owners there highlight the car's surprising resilience in harsh winter conditions. We're talking sub-zero temperatures, icy roads, and heavy snowfall. The kind of stuff that can really test an electric vehicle. Several owners specifically mentioned the effectiveness of the heating system even in the most extreme cold. They praised its speed and efficiency, saying it kept the cabin comfortably warm without significantly impacting the battery range. However, some owners did report slightly reduced range in these conditions, which is expected, but the overall consensus was positive. They also discussed the car's handling on snowy and icy roads, with many praising its all-wheel drive system for providing excellent traction and stability. A few mentioned challenges with charging infrastructure in more remote areas, a common issue for EV owners in less densely populated regions. But overall, the feedback from these regions paints a picture of a surprisingly robust and capable vehicle for challenging climates. Now, let's shift our focus to China, the home turf of the Zeekr 001. Here, the feedback is a bit more diverse, reflecting the larger pool of owners and a wider range of driving conditions. One recurring theme is the car's impressive acceleration and overall performance. Many Chinese owners rave about the exhilarating speed and responsiveness, particularly appreciating the instant torque characteristic of electric motors. This is often contrasted with the driving experience of traditional gasoline-powered vehicles. However, some owners mentioned a slightly firmer ride than they expected, particularly on rougher roads. This is a common trade-off with performance-oriented vehicles prioritizing handling and responsiveness over ultimate comfort. We also saw some discussions regarding the infotainment system. While many praised its features and responsiveness, some owners expressed minor frustrations with the user interface, suggesting areas for potential improvement. The charging infrastructure in China is generally more developed than in Russia or Kazakhstan. But even there, some owners mentioned occasional challenges finding available chargers, particularly in less populated areas or during peak times. Let's get into the subtleties and nuances. One interesting point that emerged from both regions is the difference in perceived range. While the official range figures are the same, real-world range varied significantly depending on driving style, weather conditions, and use of features like climate control. This highlights the importance of understanding how individual driving habits impact battery consumption. Another subtle point is the overall build quality. While most owners reported high satisfaction with the overall quality of materials and assembly, some minor inconsistencies were mentioned, highlighting the potential for variations in manufacturing processes. Finally, the after-sales service experience also varied. While some owners reported positive experiences with prompt and efficient service, others mentioned longer wait times for repairs or difficulties accessing certain parts. This underscores the importance of considering the availability and quality of after-sales support when making a significant purchase like an electric vehicle. These are the kinds of details that often get overlooked in standard reviews, but they're crucial for understanding the complete picture of owning a Geely Zeekr 001. Okay, let's dive into what real Geely Zeekr 01 owners are saying about their cars, starting with the exterior. The Zeekr 001 boasts a pretty striking design, doesn't it? Many owners rave about its sleek, almost futuristic look. The fastback profile is a real head-turner, and the overall proportions are just, well, they're impressive. You'll often hear comments about the distinctive LED lighting, both front and rear. It's a detail that really sets it apart from the crowd. Some owners mention the size. It's a substantial vehicle, and that's something to consider depending on your parking situation and driving environment. But the overall consensus seems to be that the exterior design is a major selling point, a key reason many chose this car in the first place. There's a lot of talk about the paint quality too. Many owners report it being exceptionally good, holding up well even after months of use. Of course, there are always a few dissenting opinions, some mentioning minor imperfections or things they'd change, but the vast majority are extremely happy with the exterior aesthetics. Now, let's move inside to the interior. The first thing that strikes most owners is the spaciousness. The cabin feels surprisingly roomy, even in the back seats. The materials used are generally praised for their quality. Many describe them as premium and luxurious, exceeding expectations for a car in this price range. The technology is another big talking point. The infotainment system is frequently mentioned as being intuitive and responsive, with a crisp, clear display. The digital instrument cluster is also a popular feature, providing all the necessary driving information in a clean and easy-to-read format. However, some owners have noted a few minor quirks with the software. Nothing major, but things like occasional glitches or slightly slow response times. These are usually minor issues, and overall, the in-car technology experience is considered very positive. Comfort is another key area. The seats are often described as supportive and comfortable, even on long journeys. The overall ambience is described as modern and sophisticated, creating a pleasant driving experience. There's a lot of discussion about the panoramic sunroof too. It's a popular feature that adds to the feeling of spaciousness and light inside the cabin. Let's shift gears and talk about the driving dynamics, handling, and range of the Zeekr 001. The performance is consistently praised. Many owners describe the acceleration as exhilarating, with the electric motors providing instant torque. The handling is also frequently lauded as being precise and responsive, making it a fun car to drive. The all-wheel drive system, available on certain models, is particularly appreciated for its enhanced grip and stability, especially in challenging weather conditions. However, some owners have mentioned that the ride can be a little firm at times, particularly on rougher roads. This isn't a deal-breaker for most, but it's something to be aware of. The driving range is another crucial aspect, and here, opinions vary slightly depending on driving style and conditions. Many owners report achieving ranges close to the manufacturer's claims, while others find the range to be slightly lower, particularly in colder climates or with more aggressive driving. But overall, the range is generally considered sufficient for most daily commutes and even longer journeys, with the availability of a robust charging network becoming increasingly convenient. The regenerative braking system is also frequently mentioned, with many owners appreciating its effectiveness in extending the range and contributing to a smoother driving experience. Many owners highlight the quietness of the electric powertrain, adding to the overall refined driving experience. The combination of performance, handling, and range makes the Zeekr 001 a compelling option for many electric vehicle buyers.